If you look at my journal entries, you will see one of the first things is a cup of coffee, a cup of coffee, a cup of coffee. I don't know what it is. I think I am addicted. Good morning, y'all. I just wanted to come on here and just spend the morning with you guys. I have my coffee, un caffè. Sorry, I've been learning how to speak Italian. So that's how you say coffee, a cup of coffee. It's un caffè, por favor. And that's a cup of coffee, please. So, bilingual over here, baby. Anyway, good morning. I just want to come on here and kind of like share why it's important to have slow mornings as a woman. And I'm gonna really start that off by saying that slow mornings is how you set your day. So like, I'm not a very chaotic person. Like I don't like too much chaos. A little bit of chaos I'm fine with, but too much chaos is where I draw the line, babe. I need a slow morning. I need a morning that is quiet. A typical slow morning for me does look like an hour every day. Best way to kind of start your morning, of course, is giving yourself time to actually wake up. So a lot of the times, like, people, they'll get up, right, and they just hop out of bed. There is no like stretching, there is no like deep breaths before actually physically getting out of the bed. Or like, I have this issue too. Sometimes I'll wake up and I'll immediately grab my phone and respond to text messages, or I'll check my mail, or I'll check my social media, excuse me. I'll check my social media. Like, I'll do all these things before my brain has even had time to get up, right? And that's just not good for our brain. It's not good for us to start the day. Because I notice when I do that, I feel groggy. Like, I feel so groggy, or like I feel like I have brain fog when I start doing that. When I immediately get up and I'm checking my phone, I'm checking my emails, I haven't even, the crazy thing is, when I do that, I didn't even like thank God for waking me up today. You know, something could have happened in my sleep. I could not have woken up today. Having a slow morning just actually means being slow, like taking your time. So how that looks for me is I actually really enjoy waking up and stretching, like taking a really big stretch and being like, oh my god, because you've been in this fetal position for I don't know how long, or you've been laying down for a long time. So it's really good to just kind of get your body moving and stretching, and move your neck and stretch your back, stretch your hands, stretch your legs. Like, all of these things are signaling to your brain, hey, it's time for us to get up and start moving. The next thing I like to do is actually sit in bed. Like, I actually like to sit in bed. And when I say sit in bed, it doesn't mean like, okay, I'm just gonna sit here and not do anything. No, I wanna actually, after I stretch, give myself time to get out of the bed. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not like a person that like can just hop out of bed and get going. After I stretch, I really like to just sit in the bed, and maybe I had a really nice dream that I had to think about. So I'm a vivid dreamer. Like, I can remember all of my dreams. I actually have a journal with my dreams that I had that are really vivid, and I write them down and I go back to them. So I try to like remember my dreams or something of that nature. Then I actually get up, and I have a dog. So I don't know if you guys are pet parents, and my dog literally is on a strict schedule. One thing about me, I love a schedule. Okay, I love a schedule. I love structure. I love things that are like put into place. Like I said, I don't like chaos. Very much type A. So I like a schedule. So my dog is on a feeding schedule, a walking schedule, an eating schedule. Like, he's on a schedule to do things. It also keeps me organized in my life. So when he's already taken care of, I just know like, okay, like now it's time to do the things that I need to do. If you have a problem being active, I highly recommend getting a dog. Highly. Like, if you have an issue like getting out of the bed, or an issue just not being as scheduled, get a dog. They will keep you active. If you have any anxiety or any depression easily, get a dog, and they will keep you on your toes. I also like to really open up the blinds Opening up the blinds just signals to me like, okay, like we're having sunlight in the house. It's time to get up. It's time to start my day, and I'm going to be intentional about having a good day, because I do think having a good day and a bad day is a choice. Now, there's other factors that come into it, like life or schedules or whatever that may be. But I also think that like being intentional and starting your day intentionally well and good with good intentions sets up for the rest of your day. So I open up my blinds to get the sun going in, and then also make up my bed. Yes, you need to make up your bed. Once I make up my bed, it's like, okay, like I'm not in the bed anymore. Like I'm actually getting up, and I need to do the things I said I was going to do. I turn on jazz music. So if you have a YouTube account, which you should because you're watching me, you can turn on, like, they have little AI cafe coffee jazz music, and it's like 4 hours, 3 hours. So I turn that on, and it kind of just gets me started for my day. It's a great music to have in the background. And the reason why I do that is because after I've done all of that, now I am going to like do my skincare routine, brush my teeth, blase. And then I go downstairs to make a cup of coffee. I am a coffee addict, actually. Like, I can't do anything unless I had a cup of coffee. If I didn't have a cup of coffee in the morning, then you're going to see somebody that is like I'm not here all the way. I didn't have my cup of coffee. I don't know what else to tell you, so I'm not here. So I make majority of my coffee at home. It's like a great way to start my day. And the reason why I do this in this order, and it's not in this order every single time. Like, I'm not that type A. Some mornings, child, I get up and I walk my dog and I immediately make coffee, because I'm like, I can't even think about doing anything else until I have a cup of coffee. Once I'm done doing all of that, I actually sit down, spend time with God, and I journal. Y'all, I be writing the most silly things that I'm grateful for. Like, I'm thankful that I am able to breathe on my own. I'm thankful that I have a cup of coffee in the morning. I'm thankful that I was able to get out of bed with no issues with my body, right? I'm thankful that I'm able to have a dog who is healthy and who has this big personality. Writing out things that seem mundane and they seem very simple, but it's really a blessing that we're able to do these things so seamlessly. I think a lot of the times we take a lot of the mundane things for granted. In the morning time, in a morning routine, a slow morning is a great way to remind yourself that we're really blessed to be able to do the things that we're able to do. We have a body that works 24/7. 24/7. It worked 24/7 when it was resting, and now it's getting up and ready to work for you again. So I think a lot of the times we just take those things for granted. And I am so ready for a cup of coffee in the morning. That is always the first thing that I am grateful for, is a cup of coffee. If you look at my journal entries, you will see one of the first things is a cup of coffee. A cup of coffee. A cup of coffee. I don't know what it is. I think I am addicted. I was introduced to coffee at like a very young age. I want to say like 10 or 11. So I am probably addicted at this point. Anyway, so I like to make my coffee, and then I journal about what I'm grateful for. And in doing that, I also write 3 priorities on what I need to do today for it to be like a productive day. And this is important because confidence comes from you saying you're going to do something and you following through with that. You keeping your word to yourself, that is where confidence comes from, like unshakable confidence. That's where it comes from, is you keeping your word to yourself. So I write out 3 things because I don't want to overwhelm myself. I write out 3 most important things that I need to get done for today. Now, if you don't have time to do this in a journal, it's okay. We have iPhones. You can literally pull out your notes app and write out 3 things that you need to do today, or write out 3 reminders that you need to do today and have it on your home screen, and do it that way. The reason I'm saying this is because on this channel, there's not really many excuses to having a productive life. And I believe having systems in your life helps you be confident. It helps you stay organized. It helps you get your goals, achieve your goals. It also helps you rest, because you know you've done all of your priorities. So it's okay to rest. Like, I can rest if I'm done with all my priorities by noon and I don't have any other priorities to do. I can rest from 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. and be fine and do whatever I want to do and not feel guilty about it, or not feel like, oh, I should have done more work. No, you have to have a work rest rhythm. And as a woman, that's important. That's why I think having a slow morning and getting all of that stuff done ahead of time, and you can even do this at night before, but getting it done ahead of time is what is really going to relax your nervous system. And so you don't feel so chaotic all the time. And you can have a work rest rhythm. Because as women, I do feel like we're meant to rest more. We're not meant to continuously just work and work and work and work and not rest. That's just not the way we were designed as human beings, just period. Having a system is important. So my system is I write out 3 priorities minimum. If I'm in a good mood, you know, I'm in my ovulation phase where energy is just high and I'm good and I'm ready to go, I can write out 5 priorities. But I always give myself 3 priorities. That's like the minimum. Another thing that I really like to do if I have time, which I mainly do this on the weekends when I have a little bit more time because I am a corporate girly, I meditate. And meditation, I've been meditating for like 5 years now. And it's really helped me with my breathing. So like being in uncomfortable situations, I don't know if anyone else has had this issue, but like being in uncomfortable situations, sometimes it gives me a little bit anxiety. Like, I don't know, it's like sometimes when things are uncomfortable, like my heart starts beating fast, my hands start tingling. So to help me with uncomfortable situations, meditating really helps me breathe and it really grounds me. I don't know what the day is going to bring. So say, I don't know, someone cut me off in traffic because I do live in Atlanta. So if you know, the traffic here is insane. So say someone cut me off in traffic, and typically, like, you have to kind of breathe through that. If you're in a rush, you have to breathe and be like, you know what, they might be in a rush. I don't know what's going on, but that's just a scenario to give you, like, just to breathe through that situation. Or say I'm going to work, right? And a client is angry with me. Because I'm meditating, my body and my nervous system knows how to just like breathe through it so I can relax. And my nervous system would be like, okay, this is making me feel uncomfortable, but it's okay. I know how to breathe through this uncomfortability. It's not about silencing the thoughts for me. It's more about breathing through those things, breathing through the uncomfortableness and training my body to breathe, training my nervous system to relax, even when I feel uncomfortable. Feeling uncomfortable in those situations, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel confident. And I want to feel confident in no matter what situation. Even if I don't feel confident, I have the confidence in myself to be able to ground myself through an uncomfortable situation or uncomfortability, just period. The last thing I really wanted to point on about having a slower morning or making sure you set time and stuff for yourself every morning is that how you start your day is all on you, right? If you get up early, if you have a system. I am not a woman that does really well with excuses. A lot of the times people say they want a better life. And in order to have a better life, you have to have better systems in place. And I believe everything is gonna be hard. Life is just hard, just period. You can choose to wake up early, which is gonna be hard if you're not a morning person, because I am not a morning person. Believe it or not, I am not a morning person. So waking up in the morning, I have to have a slow morning, because if not, I am going to be like a raging bitch. Like I'm not even joking. I'm not going to be like a person that you're happy to see. So I know that about myself, and I put systems in place to be better about that, because just because I didn't wake up early, that doesn't mean I have to take it out on everyone else. Like, that's being a victim, and that's not taking accountability for your own actions. You should have woke up, you should have gotten up earlier. And if you can't get up early, then you need to go to bed early. You know, so this channel is all just about not having excuses, and we have to make grown decisions and adult decisions, and being an adult means you have to make adult decisions as a grown woman. Because I think as women, sometimes like we can get caught in this, I'm just a girl, which we are just girls. But also we are grown women, and we're adults, and we're grown women who have confidence and who demand respect. And in order to demand respect and how you get people to respect you, is all about how you respect yourself. So if you have all of these big goals in life, right? They're not just gonna come to your doorstep. Show up for yourself. If you don't show up for yourself, it's hard to expect everyone else to show up for you. If you don't respect yourself, it's hard for everyone else to respect you, because everything starts within. Take what I'm saying and don't try to do everything at once. Take your time. If it's you starting with making your bed, then start making your bed. If it's you starting opening your blinds, fine. But do it incrementally, right? Don't try to do everything at once. That's one thing with my systems that really, I felt like made me feel overwhelmed at first, because I was trying to do everything. I was like, I have to do this, all in the next day. Instead of giving myself time and giving myself grace and being like, okay, I'm just gonna start with making my bed. Every morning for the next 30 days, I'm gonna make my bed. Regardless if I wake up late, regardless if I wake up early, regardless of what happens, I'm gonna start every single day making up my bed. And then you move on to the next one. Okay, I'm gonna start every single day listing things that I'm grateful for. I'm gonna start every single day reading my Bible. I'm gonna start every single, like, there is certain systems in place as a grown woman that you have to put in, but I also want you to give yourself grace in doing that. Because we say like, oh, I don't have time to do this. Oh, I don't have time to do that. You have time. You have time. You just need to make the time. If you're a visual person, set a timer on your phone. Set a timer. So set a timer, be like, okay, like I have 5 minutes to do my skincare routine. I have 2 minutes to write out what I'm grateful for. And in that 2 minutes, that's the only thing I'm gonna focus on, is writing that out, right? I have 5 minutes to meditate today, or whatever you wanna do. I have 2 minutes to go make coffee or tea or bone broth, whatever is your jam in the morning. Just keep telling yourself, I have these things to do. So thanks for coming on and watching and listening with me. Please, if any of these tips have helped you, please comment below. Share with someone that you think would help them. I don't want to do this by myself. I want everyone to like join me. And if you have any tips for me that has worked for you, please drop them in the comment section, because I would love to try them. I really would. But yeah, I hope y'all have a great day today whenever you're watching this. And yeah, thanks. Bye guys.